Thank you for the unforgettable experiences.
Finally returning home, is there anything you regret?
I have traveled to Japan, so feel free to ask me anything. I consider myself quite knowledgeable about Japan. So I won't lose to you, who is studying abroad.
Now that you're finally returning home, make sure to share your experiences in Japan with your friends and acquaintances.
Since I've traveled in Japan and directly experienced its traditions and culture, feel free to ask me about anything I've learned or experienced, and I'll explain it to you.
Quite the know-it-all, aren't you? Well then, where did you go first? Can you explain it properly?
First, I saw the stone garden at a temple in Kyoto. It was an amazing experience, but words can't quite express it. It was truly wonderful.
Is that all? If that's it, even if you tell your friends and acquaintances when you return home, it won't convey anything. Since you've traveled to Japan, you probably want to be seen as knowledgeable about Japan, right? You should aim for that. Well then, let me teach you a little bit about Japanese culture and traditions, so remember it.
Got it. There are still things I don't understand. So please teach me those as well. When I visited shrines and temples and the volunteer guide in front of the stone garden told me to enjoy apology rust, I didn't quite understand it.
Wabi and sabi are considered the essence of Japanese culture. Let's start by explaining wabi. Remember it well. Wabi is a state of mind where simplicity and humility bring a sense of beauty and tranquility. It reflects the spiritual calmness and modest grace reminiscent of the tea ceremony. Do you somewhat understand what you felt from the stone garden you saw when exploring? Ryoanji Temple is the traditional spirit of Japan. There's another aspect to it. Did you notice? It's about the aesthetic sense, known as WAB. You should have felt it with overwhelming force in the garden of that stone garden. So, sabi refers to the aesthetic sense that emerges over time, you know. In that famous rock garden, you should be able to feel both WABI and sabi at the same time. But without being told, it's difficult to express it in words, and it can't be described in just one word.
If I knew that, I would want to go there again.
We'll be waiting for you. Well then, please go ahead and say it. Finally, as the departure time approached, the two of them bid farewell for a while. However, besides her, I also explained several aspects of Japanese culture, so if you are interested, please be sure to check out other videos as well. The themes of other videos include ramen and anime pilgrimage spots. Please watch them too. If you like, please consider subscribing to the channel too.